Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's been on fire here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to run the nickel 3-3-5 formation and get an easy edge heat with it with the blitz. So on offense, I'm using two controllers. I'm going to come out in Z spot shake, and so for subs, what I like to do is just have your fastest guy in the slot, and then you want to sub in a fast safety on the opposite side linebacker, and then you want to also have a pretty fast middle linebacker in there because he's going to be blitzing as well. Or in coverage, you just want to have a fast guy in case you want to send him. You can obviously sub in when you want to and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and come out in it. And so the first variation, on offense, I'm just gonna be sending that receiver out, running this probably the popular setup like that. So the first step in this blitz, you're gonna press your corners, and then if your corner's on the right side, you're just going to go ahead and spread your linebackers to the left, so you have Van Der Esch on the D-line. Then you're gonna want to crash your D-line up, and then spread them up, and then you're going to want to manually put Van Der Esch and Jeff Heath in a blitz, so X and Y, and then you can honestly leave the coverage like this if you want, so I'm just going to run it like this, but sometimes I just like to man them up. I'm just going to put that out there. So I'm going to go ahead and contain, which is LB and RB, and this is going to be our setup. You can even try to move Jeff Heath in a little. You can put him over here if you want. And then you're just going to hover over the right guard. You kind of even want to engage a little before quickly backing away. So I'm going to go ahead and hike. And it's going to come through screaming. As you see, Jeff Heath didn't even have to come through. We just sent that blitz regularly. So I'm going to go ahead and run it again, this time without blitzing Jeff Heath. So I'm going to go ahead and send, because Jeff Heath is really only needed if they're going to block the running back, and so what I'm showing you doesn't really matter. So we can just leave him like that, spread, crash, and then we have our setup like this. I'm going to go ahead and hover and just hike the ball, and you'll see him come through. And that time, Anthony Brown actually locked onto the right tackle, as you guys might have seen, which sort of caused DeMarcus Lawrence to get the sack. And we're going to go ahead and call it again. But yeah, it doesn't really work 100% of the time. I'm not going to sit here and say it works every single time you run it, but it's just very good blitz. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get it to work one more time while just sending 5. And so here we are. Hike it. As you see, you're definitely gonna have to engage with that right guard to get it to work. But yeah, it does work. Sending 5. I'm just gonna go ahead and show the instant replay here, and you guys can see. Engage it with it, and you have DeMarcus Lawrence engaged, and Anthony Brown comes screaming. That's how you want the blitz to work. You might even get some good blitz off the edge from Van Der Esch. It just depends. So I'm going to go ahead and be blocking my running back this time on offense. So as you guys can see, he's blocked. And on defense, we're going to run the setup again. So we're just going to move Van Der Esch out, blitz him. This time I'm going to send Jeff Heath. And just going to go ahead and run it. Not really sure how you want to set up Jeff Heath, but you could even run it like this, where you have Kayvon Frazier coming off and then hovering with Jeff Heath over here. Just going to see if that works. I haven't really run it. As you guys can see, Frazier just got like a late start, which sort of caused that to happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and run it again. As we see, we have DeMarcus Lawrence actually in the zone, so that's kind of helpful. So I'm just going to go ahead and run it the way I was talking about. So like this. Going to go ahead, block that running back, and hike it. actually didn't engage long enough, which you guys can see, which was the reason that we didn't get the sack there. So sometimes like Jeff Heath's just kind of awkward. I don't know if you want to put him here. Maybe it works a little better if you have time to make that adjustment. If not, it's always cool. So setup's gonna be like this. Still has Van Der Esch as the contain, but it doesn't really matter. It should come off the edge well this time, but we're gonna go ahead and see. As you see, we had two people screaming, so that probably is definitely the move to set up this blitz. As you guys could see, we had both of them coming off the edge. And wonder if you put him here, if it makes a difference. So that's going to be our setup. We actually have Jeff Heath and Van Der Esch coming off the edge. This definitely isn't the best run defense. As you see, we don't really have that much down the middle. We're just spreading everything out, but just gonna go ahead and see. After this, I'll probably show you guys a max protect and see how that blocks. Let's go hike it. As you guys see, we just had him screaming off the edge. Anthony Brown in a heartbeat. So I'm going to go ahead and block. I'm going to go ahead and come out in a new formation offensively with the max protect and see if we can block out of that. So formation with max protect is going to be probably in single back bunch. Going to come out in the verticals. And alright, so I'm going to go ahead and run the setup. It's going to be to the opposite side this time because the formation is flipped. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Oh, shoot. Spread. Sorry, this is just kind of throwing me off. But he should be over here. And Van Der Esch should be down here. Alright, it should be like this. And we're going to go ahead and be max protecting, like I said. So this is our offensive setup. We just have normal setup. And defense, we have it like this again. Like that. So I'm going to go ahead and hike, see if we can get anything done. And as you see, it's not really coming through, as we did only send 6 and they're blocking 7. But I'm gonna go ahead and try it again one last time before we end the video and see if it does work. So press linebacker's right. There, it actually worked this time. And yeah, go ahead and put Jeff Heath here, and we're going to go ahead and spread the line, crash up, and I'll be putting all these things down in the description if I wasn't clear enough. Might be, but I'm kind of wondering if I should go over here this time on the hover. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, contain, and max protect on this, and hike it. And as you see, we actually got home with the max protect. That was actually great. So probably the move to set it up against 7 is going to be that way, where you hover on the side with 3 people. I'm going to show you guys one last time. And you're going to go ahead and spread, crash up, and move this Jeff Heath guy in between the tackles. Hover the right guard, and max protect on offense. And this might just be because it's a single back, I don't know, but there was no gun bunch in this playbook because I was using the cluster. So yeah, I'm just going to put that out there. As you see, screaming in half a second, 2 guys got home, and that's it. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like the video and go check out my DB Fire 2 Blitz dollar setup that I did last video. It was a banger, and this one's probably might even be better. So yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be dropping a ton more tips and tricks. And yeah, so here it is again. You see, even Jeff Heath gets nano detected, we still get home because they did block 2 times on the left side. I wasn't even hovering that side. And so yeah, that's going to be the blitz set up insane pressure. Works in Ultimate Team, I can confirm. And yeah, peace.